Now more than ever, how you respond becomes indelible. Birthdays, anniversaries, honoring and acknowledging an illness in a family, or worse, is really quite profound. Hey, this is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Undoubtedly, you've heard me talk about how our clients' mindset is shifting from trying to manage through this to what it looks like when they emerge from this. And of course, many fee-for-service professionals, they're really coming to grips with the distinction between quantitative impact and qualitative. Okay, projections and models, so much of that has been so seriously disrupted. But the emphasis on relationship management is now so incredibly huge. We saw this in 2008, where relationships really emerged, strengthened. And because of that, many of our clients, they decided to grow down and focus more deeply on relationships and go up market further because of professional contrast. But at the end of the day, ultimately, not trying to convince new people, just going deeper with people who are already convinced. And to that end, now is a perfect time to make a statement and rejuvenate relationships and really help them understand your X factor and your situational awareness. You think about a great athlete. I mean, they're not just solid on the field. They're solid on the bench. They're solid in the dressing room. They have leadership skills. And their situational awareness, when something derails, okay, they have set plays, but when there's a breakdown, they elevate and they respond. You think about your life. You think about your client's life. I mean, life goes on. Critical life events, milestones, and moments of truth keep happening. Now more than ever, how you respond becomes indelible. Birthdays, anniversaries, honoring and acknowledging an illness in a family, or worse, is really quite profound. Sending a card to pay tribute to what's going on in someone's life can have such huge impact and shelf life. But I really want to emphasize younger adults and kids who are graduating from the 12th grade, and they're not going to have a prom. There's no gown. There's no ceremony. You know, people writing their finals and potentially graduating from college and university. I mean, it's a little anticlimactic. So why not send a card directly to the kids of your best clients? You know, if you said to me, congratulations because one of my kids graduated, it would mean a lot. If you sent my kid a card congratulating him, that would be incredible. I mean, right to the heart. Now, of course, you know how I feel about Lavish Cards. I mean, their array of cards that you can use to send and acknowledge for milestones and moments of truth and achievements and critical life events, the impact and the shelf life is profound. I mean, we have clients that are not only sending a card, but then they're also arranging for a food delivery service to be sent for someone's birthday or a celebratory meal of some kind. And then they call or they do a Zoom or a Skype in just to say hello and offer their heartfelt feelings. You can really make a statement. And back to the grads, I mean, sending them perhaps a book I'll never forget. Like, for example, The Richest Man in Babylon. This goes back a while, but I remember talking to one of our clients and he kept laughing during our call. And I said, what's so funny? He said, well, I just, prior to this call, had a conversation with one of my favorite clients. He's a very successful business owner. And I asked him what he was doing on the weekend. And the client said, well, we're going to my son's graduation. And somewhere in the conversation, the word finally came up. So in other words, what should have taken 4 years took 6, right? Stops and starts, got to find myself, trips to Europe and things like that. And the advisor found that funny. And I said to him, I said, well, it is kind of funny, but I mean, this is one of your best clients who just sort of opened up and bared his soul to you. That's a big deal. And I said, plus, there's a very high probability that that money will go into motion at some point. Who knows? That kid might end up running that company and become your client. So why not dig your well before you're thirsty and send the kid a congratulatory card and a copy of The Richest Man in Babylon? And just write in the card, really proud of your accomplishment. And just so you know, this is the only book you'll need to achieve your own financial independence. And sure enough, later, a few days afterwards, the dad called back and said, that was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. He said, if I would have given him the book, he probably wouldn't have read it. It came from you. It has transformed the way he thinks about money. You should hear him. So I'm not suggesting you get into the gift giving business. I'm just asking you to just assess your situational awareness, to pay tribute and add the human touch to these achievements and critical life events that occur that are possibly just sort of going through the radar as we work through this. Okay, so I'll put a link in there for Lavish Cards. And again, just slow life down a little bit and make a statement. Okay, so thanks for watching. This is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye for now.